Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Khalif Al-Harun and today I've got the Huawei Ascend Mate 7. Let's go take a look. Alright everyone, it's time for me to show off the Huawei Ascend Mate 7. And already I can tell you, this packaging is actually looking pretty good. First of all, before I actually open up this box, I just want to say that Huawei has been really impressing me because with every new generation of phone that they release, they are stepping up, the benchmark. And they're really doing a really great job. So well done to Huawei for really trying to be the best that you can be. So let's quickly take a look at what's inside the box. And then what we're going to do is, just quickly take a look at the phone itself. So let me just put this phone to the side for just a minute. And let's see what we got. So of course you got a little tab, pull this up. And there's a little bit of an icon over here to let you know how to take out the SIM card. I think you know by now, but thank you for teaching us. Oh, look at this. This is included in the box. Very nice. I really like it. So this is very similar to another case by another manufacturer. No, honestly, it's similar to the Samsung case. So that's really cool that they give you this for free. And excuse me for just a minute. It smells like leather. Feels very nice though. Make it possible. So let me just see what else is in here. We've got a number of little booklets. So let me just put that to the side for just a minute. Oh, and also in Arabic. Well done, Huawei, for writing this in Arabic too. Thank you very much for including us. Or actually, it says Wekti, #1 Android store for Middle East and Africa. So this is a little store. I don't know if this is theirs, but there you go. And of course, you got the booklet over here, and this is the quick start guide. So there you go. Now let me put this to the side for just a minute. Let's see what else we've got inside the box. So inside the box we've got the plug. Looks very nice and very square. Is this anything? No, it's not. This is a micro USB cable. And here are the headphones. And that's pretty much it. That's all we've got. So let me just quickly pick this up and put this to the side. And let's take a look at the phone. You don't need anything else in frame. This is all we really need. So let's quickly peel this plastic off. Put that down. Let's take a look at the back as well. We've also got a little bit of a guide with some tips as well. It's also very nice. Let's just quickly take a look at the back with something that I noticed and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So first of all, this has two slots over here that you can eject. The first one takes in a micro SIM. Okay, so that takes in a micro SIM on the top. Now at the bottom, this slot can take in a micro SD card or a nano SIM. So first of all, it would have been really cool if it could have taken both, but it's very impressive the way that they figured out how to, have one slot accept two different formats. One thing that I will say though that was a little bit, I guess it's a little bit annoying, is the fact that, you've got one that takes a micro SIM and then another one takes a nano SIM. It would have been better if they just both take nano SIMs, or both of them take micro SIMs and then they provide you with an adapter. Because what's the likeliness of you having two SIMs and two different sides? I mean, it just becomes a little bit frustrating, but it's okay. That is still pretty impressive. So yes, it is dual SIM. And it gives you some tips over here in the back as well, like using non-standard cards may damage your phone. Do not attempt to remove the battery yourself. To replace the battery, contact an authorized Huawei service center. And we'll figure out a little bit more why they say that later on. So let me just quickly do the peeling of the plastic. And I'm going to put that over there for a minute. And let's take a look at the phone itself. So this is quite a very big phone. Now, on the very front of the phone, we can see that we had an LED indicator right over there. We've got the earpiece, we've got the speaker right on the top. You've got the front-facing camera, and you've got some sensors. The screen itself is a massive screen, and it's at 6 inches. It is 1080 by 920. That gives it 368 pixels per inch. So that's got a really good pixels per inch pixel density. This is also Corning Gorilla Glass 3, and it also uses Huawei's Emotion UI, which I actually think is pretty cool because you can customize so many things within the phone itself. That front-facing camera, by the way, is 5 megapixels, and it records video at 720p. That's pretty cool. Now let's take a look to the bottom. There are no touch buttons over here. Actually, the buttons themselves are on screen. On the right hand side, we've got the volume button, so up and down, and you've also got the power button. Now these guys have done the same thing that HTC have done, and also Motorola with the Nexus 6, and they've given it a different texture for the power button, which is fantastic because it makes it easier for you to feel your way through rather than actually taking a look at the button itself. Now, on the back of the phone, we've got the main camera. The main camera itself is 13 megapixels, and it's got, autofocus. You've got that LED flash right over there. And I'm not entirely sure if it's got optical image stabilization. We'll probably mention it somewhere in the video, but I don't think it does, but maybe it doesn't need it. One other thing to also mention is this. You might be wondering, what is that? That's the fingerprint scanner and the sensor. And so actually that is quite comfortable because when you're holding the phone, you put your finger right on the back right over there. So when you power it on, your finger's there and you're unlocking things. So you don't need to swipe or anything, you just need to touch that. So that's pretty cool too. On the left-hand side of the phone, what do we have? As I mentioned before, you've got the SIM slot and the SD card slot. At the bottom of the phone, you've got the microphone and you've got the micro USB port so that you can charge your phone or transfer information. On the top of the phone, you've got a secondary microphone as well as a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So all in all, I think actually the quality of this phone is actually pretty great. I like the fact that they're using aluminium. It feels good quality. It actually is lighter than I thought. The battery life in this, by the way, is 4,100 milliamps. So that's a pretty big battery in here. It also has some other things, including a NFC as a feature that's built in, so that's pretty cool. And in regards to the internal memory, it comes in actually 2 flavors. So remember this for a second, right? So it comes in 16 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes. The 16 gigabyte version comes with 2 gigs of RAM, and the 32 gigabyte version comes with 3 gigs of RAM. So it seems to me that the best deal for you is to get the 32 gigabyte version, so you can get that 3 gigs of RAM. And plus, don't forget that you can expand this by up to 128 gigabytes with a micro SD card, which is in the second SIM card slot. In regards to the overall performance, this is actually a pretty good phone. It's got a quad-core 1.8 GHz Cortex-A15 and a quad-core 1.3 GHz Cortex-A7. Let me see. Let me just quickly swipe that over there. Oh, I don't want to restart. Do I have to restart? No, I don't. So we're just doing some speed tests earlier on as well. And as you can see with the screen, you've got a little bit of a theme going on. You can change a lot of stuff within this phone. As I mentioned, you can theme the icons, the look, the feel, and it's pretty cool. I really like the emotion UI. In regards to my experience using this phone, honestly, I've only got to use this phone for just a short period of time, but I really do think that it was nice and quick and snappy. I really like the quality of the screen. I think that if you're looking for a phone where you can put 2 SIM cards, you can get a big battery, this also supports 4G+. That is a very big important plus for me to mention to you. Then maybe this is the phone for you. Huawei, you've done a fantastic job. Keep it up. And I can't wait to see what your future phones look like too. In regards to the speaker, I should mention that the speaker is on the back. Some people like that, some people don't. I personally prefer the speaker to either be on the front or at the bottom, because then I do that trick where I cup and then have the audio coming towards my face. Usually when it's in the back, then it becomes a little bit difficult as well. However, with the Huawei Ascend Mate 7, I did notice that the speakers were quite loud. So there you guys go. This was a quick look at this. And actually, you know what? Let's take a look at this. Let's put this into the case. See how easy it is to just clip it in. And boom, you're done. And is this a smart cover? Yes, it is a smart cover. So there you go. You can actually get different features with this cover as well. So that's pretty nice that they included this absolutely free within the package. So way to go. Thank you very much, Huawei, for giving us this. If you've got a question about this phone, please don't forget to ask me in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer the question as fast as possible. If I am a little bit late, please forgive me. But I really do my best to get back to you as fast as possible. Thank you so much for all the people that show me support, and that the people who enjoy the videos that I put out there, and for all the people that give me feedback so that I can improve the videos that I do. If you're interested in the Huawei Ascend Mate 7, all you need to do is visit www.vodafone.qa or any Vodafone store, and somebody will be more than happy to help you out. Take care.